Meanwhile, according to reports, Manchester United goalkeeping coach Tony Coton was at the City Leeds game to watch Illan Meslier in the Leeds goal.
Yes.
Jules, not the best night to see him. Also, I don't fully understand this. You've got De Gea and you got Henderson under contract. Why
So
you can't go see
Anderson
this
will
guy?
go, all right? Anderson will go in January. And Anderson can stay and not play at all.
But Meslier can go there and not play?
No. But Meslier at least is certainly not for January. I'm not even sure for this, but at least you keep tabs on him and maybe identify him as the next, the guy who will come after De Gea, which you can't ask Henderson to wait. Do you see what I mean?
But you can ask Meslier.
No, but Meslier is not at your club now.
No, I'm kidding.
But,
I'm
you
kidding.
watch
I'll
him
take
and you
your
said,
point.
okay, yeah, and you can already make contact and say, hey, we're thinking of you once De Gea goes or once De Gea, it could still be in 2 or 3 years. So
Reports in Spain say that Paris Saint-Germain have met Antonio Rudiger's agent and are trying to hijack a move to Real Madrid. Jules, your thoughts? Does Rudiger excite you? Do you need another older centre back?
I don't think that's true. Although, to be fair, Sergio Ramos, you've got Kimpembe and Marquinhos, so they might be in for another centre back. But remember, Leonardo didn't want Rudiger when Tuchel was asking for Rudiger in the summer before he was sacked and before he came to Chelsea. So I'd be very surprised. Leonardo loves a free transfer, of course, a free agent. But I'm pretty convinced that the deal to Real Madrid is pretty solid already for Rudiger and his brother, who is his agent. So I'd be very surprised if he was not ending up at Real Madrid.
Yeah, I think Chelsea are going to take another run at Rudiger.
They should. They really
but
should.
It does look like he's Real Madrid bound at this stage.
Of the top of the back four who are all out of contract, Christensen, Rudiger, Azpilicueta and Thiago Silva, who would be there next season?
I think there's a decent chance Christensen comes back if Rudiger goes.
Yeah. Thiago Silva extends.
Thiago Silva, if you want to do a hometown discount and keep him around, sure, why not?
Aspi?
Aspi, I think, is a similar situation, But at some point, to stay and not play, if you can get Jules Koundé or whoever else you might want,
Yeah.
Those Anthony Martial transfer drums keep beating. Now he's linked to Juventus too. Jules, you gave advice last time.
Yeah.
What should he do? Should he move?
Going to Juve or not?
Where should he go? What should he do?
It's an interesting one. I still think there's a lot of clubs who sees him as very great potential, a lot of talent, which he has. We've said that many times. And for some reason, he hasn't always clicked. He had good seasons at United, some really poor ones as well, really up and down. But I think a lot of clubs will think, okay, we can get him for not too much money, because I think that's what's going to happen. And at his age, French international who can play in a lot of different positions, wide, second striker, main striker, whatever you want, different systems. And could go for him and say, yeah, you know what, we can sort of relaunch his career. I'm not sure Juve right now in the situation that they are in is the answer, and they are the answer for him. But I'm sure there will be a lot of clubs willing to take a punt.
I think anybody who takes a look at him needs to spend a ton of time with him to see where he is mentally
he needs
physically.
A manager for that.
Because it's easy. Remember when he signed for when he signed for United, right?
Yeah.
At one point he was going to go to Chelsea, and then Monaco just kept increasing the asking price. And then in the end, it was that weird thing where there's like 1 million bonuses in there, and if
there still is. If he makes the list of nominees for the Ballon d'Or, United will still have to pay 10 million to Monaco,
which is mad. You almost wonder why don't Monaco just how much could France football actually cost? Why don't Monaco just buy France football, right? And surely it would be less.
You might not be able to put the clause in if it's
but,
your company.
But yeah, there's talent there.
Yeah,
but when you go back, if I go back and ask the question again, if you're United, do you do this again, knowing what you know now? The answer is most definitively no.
Part of me really wants him in Paris, just because of the story, because this is his club and his city, and if Icardi goes, I can see Icardi going to Juve, for example. Kylian will go, of course, and then buy Martial, not as your number one, but as an option there, and go and get Haaland or whoever you want to replace Kylian. I would love that. I think he would do well.
There's more than one club in Paris.
I know there is, yeah. And Paris FC are right now in the places for promotion to Ligue 1. Right. So that would be...
Derby days ahead.
Cool.
Okay, since it's a holiday season and we're all feeling generous,
yeah.
Let's discuss Sport, one of my favorite Catalan dailies in Barcelona. Definitely in the top 2 of Catalan sports dailies. Talking about a Luke de Jong for Alexis Sanchez. I'm trying to think, can you do swaps that make both teams worse?
Well, certainly from Inter Milan's point of view, this doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Apart from the fact that Luke de Jong is not a good player anyway.
I'm assuming Luke de Jong makes a lot less money than Alexis Sanchez, and maybe makes sense in that sense.
Okay, maybe. But still, in terms of the strikers that you already have, in Dzeko and Lautaro, and then Alexis.
And Correa.
But let's put those three first. Why would you bring Luke de Jong to that mix anyway? And I think Alexis Sanchez brings you something that the others don't, even if he's on a lot of money. He just scored a lovely goal, his first one of the season, so maybe there's a bit of momentum. But for Alexis, you would want to go to Barca because you probably would play more there.
Nicer weather too, and there's the beach.
Yeah, and it's your language. He speaks Italian, but still.
I think his Italian's better than his Spanish at this stage. But go ahead.
Probably, yeah. And you've been there before, although you had of course, different manager, a bit of a tough time as well. But for you, it makes more sense. For Barca, I'm not sure.
For Barca, it makes no sense. What position are you going to play? You're going to play Alexis Sanchez? Play him at center forward at his age. Well, little guy running around getting kicked. Well, because Memphis can't play center forward.
No, he can. But the other day you were moaning that Memphis was playing center forward. So
Memphis shouldn't be playing center forward either.
Okay, so maybe if
you're going to play with a center forward, play with a center forward. Don't put round pegs in square holes.
Who else do you think Barca could try to swap Luke de Jong for? Like,
I think Andy Carroll. I think Luke de Jong could have an impact.
Yeah. Hello, Reading. Yeah. This is Barcelona. Can we swap the Jong?
We're wasting Reading references on a day that our producer Freddie isn't here. But you get my point.
I don't know. It makes no sense. Apart from maybe Alexis, who said, I fancy going back to Barcelona.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd be happy with it. Yeah, no.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.